Morning, beautiful Oakland, California. I'm revisiting some trees that I planted last year. About, I think it's been 11 months, almost a whole year. These were planted last around mid-April last year, and we are just checking. There's 3 trees right now. You only can see me, which is nice. But pretty much what I'm doing here is to it's starting to rain again. We did really nice holes for these trees. I'm shaking them, giving them a little, seeing if the root ball moves, and figuring out whether they need to or not to stay tied in. Rainy. Anyway, let's take a look, and I'm gonna flip you guys around, and we're gonna talk about the trees a little bit and why we stake them and why we raise them, because that's huge. Staking is a very important part of the urban forestry for young trees, but it's almost more important to release them, because a lot of the times what happens is they don't get released, and then the stakes become more problematic than helpful. Okay, let me cover up a little more, and then I'll flip you around so you can see what we got going on here. Okay, let's see. Nobody on the live yet, but we're gonna just do it anyway, because we can save this as a video for the channel. So let's look at what we have. We have 3 street trees. One is a red oak, Quercus shumardii. This I believe is an English tree. So we stake them. We lose their stake. We shake the tree. We give them a little push left and right, and we look at that root ball area right here. See if there's any movement. There's no movement. This is good. This is really good. We really took care of doing some good planting holes for these trees. We had them tied 3 different, 1, 2, 3 different ties, and they were all tied at the same height. Sometimes you'll see people tie them here and tie them here and tie them here. Unnecessary and counterproductive. These trees look good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna release their ties and just leave them with their ties, but very loosely tied. They're gonna be loosely tied, so they are actually still tied, but they will be. Hey, dude, I live next door. Hey, welcome, Casey. Casey is back. I didn't know you were here before. All right, Casey, thanks for coming through. So we're gonna restake these guys, but with their ties nicely loose, so there's movement in the canopy. We want that movement. That movement is what stimulates wood to be grown. If the tree doesn't move, is static, the tree will not create ethylene, which is what encourages woody growth. So Mike Angelo, hi Mike Angelo. I'm gonna set you guys here for a minute. Let's see. We're gonna we're gonna flip you guys around, see if you can see the whoa. Sorry guys. As you can tell, I have my camera crew here with me. Raining in the neighborhood, so we're just gonna do a loose tie. Okay, make sure that there's movement for the tree. one. This one's a little tall tree. So last night I went to see Princess Mononoke with my kid at the theaters. What a cool movie. Man, I gotta tell you, I love that movie so much. And I got home yesterday after a long day of work. It rained on us. I was kind of fried. I was kind of soaked. I didn't really want to go out, you know. But it's spring break here for the children. And I thought it'd be a great opportunity to hang out with my kid, just one-on-one. The other kids stayed home. We had a great time. It was awesome. The movie was super cool. And it was really a privilege to hang out with my teenage son. So anyway, take those opportunities, okay? Well, I see more people coming in, more comments. I can't read it. You guys are a little far. Okay, we're gonna leave. Make sure the tags are nice and loose. And I'll tell you who is there. You are a hard worker. How many kids you have? I have 3 kids. They're 3 boys, and they're crazy, but they're good kids. They're really good kids. So let me flip you guys around and tell you what's going on and why it's going on. So we have this street tree. It's very important to differentiate a street tree from a tree in a backyard. These are stakes for protection, for physical protection. So, you know, they when somebody opens the door of a car, it like bumps in against the stake. I put some fencing. This is coated fencing, just so the dogs can't come and like, you know, bother it. Here, not in this very neighborhood, but a lot of the times we have deer that come down from the hills, and what they do to the trees is they scrape their antlers and they strip the bark, totally mess them up. So this kind of could keep deer from hurting it. It also keeps, you know, kids from coming and kicking the tree or like breaking branches. It's good to have them. What else? Okay, so you can see these stakes are nice. The ties are nice and loose, so the tree can still move, but it's still tied. So that's one. Then there's these 2 crepe myrtles. Not my choice of trees. I wouldn't have planted crepe myrtle, but you know, we have to work for a living. So if I tell the client no, I don't want to plant a crepe myrtle, they'll just go with the different arborists who might not do as nice of a job as we did here. And it's cool. So I'm gonna retie this crepe myrtle. I'll leave you guys on here. There we go. Nice and tight, nice and loose. It doesn't have to be too tight. I'm actually gonna give this a little tight here, so it doesn't slip down. Okay. All right, so the tree has movement. We want that movement, okay? Again, we'll lose any ties. One thing you guys never want to do is have the stake against the trunk of the tree, because that prevents the tree from swaying and moving. And it also, as the tree grows, if it stays there too long, it'll like the tree will grow onto the stake. usually creating problems. We don't want that, okay? And then this one, last one, nice and loose. It's still tied just in case, but it looks good, okay? All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button. Everybody who's on the live, 2 people on the live, hit the like button, please. Let's keep the channel growing. And I'm getting rained on now. It's light. It's Oakland rain, Bay Area rain. But these are gonna be nice looking trees. They're good urban specimens. I kind of don't prefer to plant crepe myrtles, but you know, it's better crepe myrtle than nothing. So prior to these trees being here, there was just cement. So that's the important thing. Mike Angelo, I live neighborhoods away. Where are you, Mike? Where are you? This is the Temescal neighborhood of Oakland. Really, really beautiful part of the Bay Area. The whole Bay Area, man, is super beautiful. I've been living here since 2001, making it what, 24 years? Yeah, in May will be 24 years in the Bay Area. And pretty much is my home, you know. I grew up somewhere else, but my truck. It's nice. It's nice to be in the truck a little bit. I pretty much spent some time living in Marin County, and I lived in Berkeley for about a year, and then I moved to the Fruitvale neighborhood in Oakland, and that's where I stayed. That's where I live now, in the Fruitvale neighborhood. Great neighborhood. I have like such a good neighbors around the block, next door. I have great neighbors. I love the people in the corner store. You know, it's just there's some good community. My children's schools, we have some great people, a good community there. Really, really privileged, you know. That's one thing I always want to make sure that we have is being grateful for our privileges, and that's one thing that I try to work with. You know, everybody that I work with, just remind them, you know, there's no bombs falling on us. We can do pretty much what we like to do. We eat really delicious food every night, every morning, and every lunchtime. We are super privileged, and we have to be grateful for that. Grateful to our community that it's, you know, allows us to do that. Cheers. Little coffee time. We're grateful to have some warm coffee, you know. We're super privileged. I am super privileged, and you know, I get to work with trees. My clients are all can you put my dad on it, Ken? I'm not sure what that means. Can you put your dad? Who's your dad? Mike Angelo, who's your dad? Tell him to subscribe to the channel. Were you on my last live saying that he watches me, or he watches my videos? That's super awesome. I think that was you, or maybe it was somebody else. No. Somebody called Baguette Boys, or Baguette Man, something Baguettes. Um, anyway, now it's time to go back to my other garden. I had to come take a look at these trees really quick and plan another tree planting. We're gonna plant a little Japanese maple. We have 2 people and 1 like on the live. Hit that like button. Say hello on the comments. Do you get paid? Yes, I do. You know, I live in the Bay Area of California, and if you don't get paid, you'll be homeless. It's kind of how it goes, you know. You have to charge good money to pay enough rent, and that's really tricky because we live in a society that is ruled by money, and it is what it is. I'm not getting rich with this work, but I cover all my necessities, and my children have pretty decent lives. My wife is able to, you know, spend some time with the family. She doesn't have to, like, you know, work 60 hours a week away from the house. So we're, again, lucky, privileged, and yes, we do get paid, luckily, and we take care of everybody who we can. I have several clients in my neighborhood who get a really good deal, or a good discount because they are neighbors, and I want to make sure that they are taken care of. And if they're spending money, I want them to spend money within their neighborhood. They're all really happy to have me take care of their landscape and trees. I'm really happy. Cat or dog? Both. I have a cat that we found on the corner when she was she fit in the palm of my hand. She was like a little tiny little thing like this big. Her eyes were closed, and I saw her on a little blanket, and I walked away from her. I was like, we don't need another pet. And then I did my thing, and then when I walked past her again, I was like, oh man, whoa! Sorry. When I walked past her again, I was like, I can't just walk away from her. I had to grab the cat, and we took the cat, and she's like 8 years old now, and she's quite a cat. She's cool. Then I have 2 dogs. They're 2 rescue dogs we got from Rocket Dog Rescue. Shout out to Rocket Dog Rescue. If you're looking to adopt a dog, go to Rocket Dog Rescue. They'll hook you up. There's a lot of dogs that need to be adopted. So anyway, love my dogs. They make some trouble, but that's because they're just puppies. They're starting to phase out of their puppy age. They're both of them are about 3 years old, and then they start to mellow out. But or we have a big dog and a smaller dog, and the big dog, he's a nut. He goes and hunts rats in the backyard, and he like digs around, and he's always getting injured in the backyard. Nothing major, but cut. He, like, in the last month, he cut himself twice just digging through and chasing rats. But about once a month he shows up with a giant rat, and I love that. Because the cat keeps the mice away from the house. the dogs keep the rats away from the garden. So it's awesome. Pest control, you know. I live 2 houses away. 2 houses away from where, Mike? From my house? Where are you? On Brookdale? Mike Angelo. I'm trying to figure out if I know who you are. Maybe I do. Across the street? Are you across the street? Are you behind me? Are you on Nickel? Are you on Bona? Trying to figure that out. Anyway, Mike, I'm gonna jump off because I'm driving now, and I can drive and talk and be on the live, but I think it's about time. Man, it's raining. It's not the funnest to be working in the rain, you know. Mike Angelo, if you live 2 houses away from me, stop by. You know who I am, right? Come by, stop by, say hello. I probably know who you are. I just don't know you by Mike Angelo. Anyway, love to meet you in person. Come say hi. I'll give you a personal garden tour. And yeah, plant more trees. Also, cut more trees. There's a lot of trees that need to be taken care of by doing a little pruning, by doing a little removing. And stay dry out there, okay guys? I'm out of here. Thank you for watching. Hit the like and the subscribe button, and we'll be back live soon. Peace.